Hello, everybody. My name is Laura, and I'm with the Merced Sun newspaper. And today we're going to hear about a new program in Merced County. So here we have today with us is who?
Jana Mowrer.
Jana Mowrer. Yes, yes. I remember talking to you on the phone. It set up this interview. So it's finally happening. So I'm glad you came.
Yes.
And we'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
So this new program that you're starting, over the phone you told me that it was something about access to healthy food options. Is that correct?
That's correct. Merced County is starting their first pilot program that is established to help increase access to healthy food options such as fruits and vegetables for communities that have been defined as being food deserts.
Okay. Food deserts. I'm not exactly sure what that concept means. Can you please explain a little bit more about what a food desert is?
Sure. A food desert has been defined by the USDA as an area where individuals are not able to access foods from such places as grocery stores. So typically these individuals that live within a food desert takes them about 10 miles round trip, 5 miles there, 5 miles back to get to a grocery store. And so they aren't able to easily access healthy food options.
Okay. And I have a couple more questions. I'm assuming this is a program that you're not going to be implementing by yourself. So are you
No.
going to have volunteers, or is there going to be some local organizations that are going to help you with this?
Yes, we have several local partners to bring about this program. So our first one is we partnered with the local food bank. We're also working with CCROP, which is the Central California Regional Obesity Prevention Program. We're also partnering with the Farm Bureau and the UC Cooperative Extension. And we decided to partner with the last two entities because even though Merced County is defined as being a food desert, we export we are the fifth highest agriculture output area in both the state and the nation. So even though our local area doesn't have access to foods, we ourselves are providing other out-of-state areas with the healthy food options.
Okay. Okay, and I believe there was a new report that came out with the food banks, and I believe it was related to some type of chronic disease in Merced County. Is that correct?
Yes, the Food Bank Association recently came out showing that individuals that get their food from food banks have higher rates of diabetes. And so in our area, Merced County, we have very high rates of diabetes as well as obesity. So with this program, we're hoping to decrease the rate of diabetes as well as decrease the rate of obesity. Currently, Merced County is ranked second highest out of 58 counties in California for childhood obesity rates.
Okay. And what are some of the, I guess you could say, like objectives you have as far as implementing this program?
Sure. So because it's our first pilot program, everything that we are doing is new, and we've been funded for 3 years. And from that, we've come up with several objectives. First one is to get about 3 mobile food trucks out into our local communities, such as Winton and Livingston, which the two areas have been defined as being food desert areas. We are also hoping to get about 500 routine customers from our local community that use the mobile food trucks as an access point to get healthy food options. And we also hope to get about 25% of the total population that utilizes our services.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but Livingston and Winston, those are considered urban or rural areas?
Those are rural areas. So they do not have access to grocery stores, and if they do, it does take them a long time to be able to travel to one. So we had one story where an individual, she would save up all her money to get a taxi ride to be able to go to the grocery store once a month, and that would cost her about $50 to go there and back on top of her food bill. Wow. So that's something that we're really trying to address in our area to decrease the burden on individuals.
Okay, wow. Sounds like a really great program.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, my understanding is that this mobile food unit truck is going to be going to the rural areas
Yes.
of Merced County.
Correct.
So that the residents out there in Livingston and Winston, for example, can get fresh fruits and vegetables instead of coming all the way into the city of Merced to the nearest grocery, correct?
Right. We are actually using data from our local public health department, which did some asset mapping showing us exactly the areas that were stressed for healthy food options. So from that data, we've discovered that Winton and Livingston, like you said, are great areas where we can go in to the community and provide the options right at their front door, if you will. So they can literally walk to our areas and purchase their produce and then walk back home, and it's not a 5 to 10 mile journey.
Wow, that's a really great concept. I really like that.
Thank you.
Some people think, that people that are living in the rural areas, they just don't get access to anything. So you're actually bringing the access of the fruits and vegetables to them.
Right, because we also know that transportation is a huge hurdle for getting places, and so we're trying to partner and really reduce each individual's effort so that we can make it easier for them to engage in healthier lifestyle choices, which will ultimately reduce chronic disease rates, like we talked about with diabetes and obesity.
Okay, as we are concluding, I have another question. If there's anybody who wants to be involved in your program, how, as far as volunteering, how can they get in contact with you?
Yes, we would love more community volunteers so that we make sure that this program is a success. There are several ways. They can follow us on Facebook at Food for You Mobile Food Unit on Facebook, so just do that in the search engine. We also have a phone number, which is 559-VEGGIES. That's 559-VEGGIES. Or they can email me at janamowrer@gmail.com.
Okay, great. And as we conclude, Jana, would actually like to ask you, can you invite us? We'd like to go on the first mobile truck out to the rural area, and
Sure.
we'd love to be there.
Yeah, we would love to have you. We would love to give you a tour so that you can see and maybe take some photos so that people can see what a mobile food unit looks like.
Oh, great.
It's just a smaller version of a grocery store. So yeah, we would love to have you out there.
Oh, great. How exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time, Jana.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes. The